cool. I should be live, and I shouldn't be live on Twitch either. But, yo, am I live? I think I'm live. Ooh, wait, change thumbnail. I forgot to set the YouTube thumbnail. Crap. empirezcraft.png. Do I have a thumbnail? Am I live? Oh, let me just mute my YouTube for a second. Am I live? Yo, I'm live. That's great. So, okay, let's minimize this tab in Unity. Let's go. Oh, wow, I have 1 like already. That's pretty cool. So, I'm back in Unity. And why does it look like my stream's offline? No, the stream's perfectly okay. Is something wrong? Something is wrong on my end. No. So, yeah, I was gonna work on the game because I feel like it. So, yeah, I did, like, no work so far today. There's actually, the only thing I've done is that you can click on this tab right here. So, tab, and it'll enable it, and if you click on it again, it'll disable it. So, there's gonna be, like, 3 tabs and reworking the tab system. So, I wanted to work on an animal system for the game. So, yeah, I thought that could be decently cool. That's Adam. I meant to open up Streamlabs. Oops, that's going to be annoying. I wanted to drag this on my other monitor so it can do things like this. Second monitor. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm going to go in scripts and I'm going to create a new folder called animals. And within animals, we are going to create a script called animal. And so I'm going to drag that into here, and I'm going to close tab manager. So I'm going to delete these tags. I'm going to delete whatever the heck people call those. This is going to be a scriptable object, and we are going to create a new asset menu. And I'm actually going to go in Unity, and it's going to tell me scriptable object couldn't be found because I'm stupid. So, yeah, I just made it inherit from scriptable object. So, I noticed I forgot to change my tab view. I'm not the best YouTuber. I need to make codes. So, if we go back into my object placement, I'm just going to drag placeable object in here for a second and steal scriptable object because I don't actually know how to spell it that well yet. So the first thing I'm going to actually do, and then go back into Unity. So I'm over here. Create could not be found. And I still somehow didn't spell scriptable object right. Oh, no. Okay, so I got that scriptable object set up. Actually, I'm going to go into my animals here, and I'm actually going to rename this to peaceful animal. Like, this will be, like, yeah, like, peaceful animals. These will be, like, cows and deers and stuff. And then, like, the other things, I don't think I spelled peaceful right, and nor do I care. I already have it open, but I just gotta rename this. Rename, Control-C, go back here, boom, and save. And then I want to actually create asset menu, and we're gonna make menu name equal to animal slash peaceful animal. So yeah, like that. And then I'm just gonna add a quick public int test, whatever that says. Just add that. Oh wait, I haven't been showing my screen. I'm not a good YouTuber. Oops. What am I doing? I better not have viewers, because that would be kind of really embarrassing. Let me check that I don't have viewers. Oh no, I have viewers. That's a problem. It's just been staring at my monitor this entire time. Main monitor. So, I typed this up. It's just a quick int for text. I also spelled peaceful wrong. Peaceful animal. There we go. Let's go back to the second monitor where I now am. Wait for all this to load. Whatever, Unity, do your stuff. Rename, Control V. Peaceful animal. So now I'm going to make a new script in here, and we're going to call this animals. And I'm just going to create animal. I'm going to create a peaceful animal. This is going to be a deer, and I'm going to make a cow. Animal, peaceful animal, and a cow. So deer and cow. I'm not even going to do anything with those integers. I don't even know why I placed it there. So the first thing I'm going to need is a public. I don't even need a string. So we're going to want a public game object animal model. Okay. And another weird thing that I want to do for this stream. Okay, so I just added a game object for animal, by the way, and I spelled it wrong. Game object. Object? That's how you spell object, right? Game object. There we go. Spelled it right that time. Okay, so now we can add in a game object for the animal object. And also, yeah, that's that. I don't know what I was going to say. Why don't I? And, yeah. So, next thing is, now that we have that, we can insert animal models. So I'm going to go into the scene view. Look at this beautiful terrain, by the way. It's so beautiful. I love it. If you don't like it, you're weird. Oh, wait, you can't even see the terrain. Beautiful terrain. I know. I'm eventually going to get something so I can switch easily. Beautiful terrain. Now, let me make a quick game object. I'm just going to make this a cube. Let's reset its transform and drag it up. And boom. There's that. And then let's name this deer. That's things as deer. And then I'm going to make another one called cow. And I'm going to make cow 2 long. And I'm going to make deer 3 long. Boom. They're so different. I don't know. I know this is deer, that's cow. Look at it. Beautifully different. Boom. That's deer, that's cow. So the next thing I'm going to do is, now I'm actually going to switch back to my second monitor. I'm getting better at remembering this. I'm just going to drag cow right there. Oh, they need to be prefabs. So we're going to make a new folder called animal prefabs. This is just an animal script. I know it's in my script folder, so I'm just going to drag these here. I can only drag one at a time. These are not permanent. So let's just go back to animals, cow. Oh my god, I don't like this. I don't like you, Unity. You make me mad. Let's look up cow. And let's go to deer, and let's look up deer. You can't see this, but because it opens on my first monitor. Okay, so now we have cow and deer over here. And they have their naming things. So yeah, I don't like this. I can't see chat. But if I don't have chat open, this is really annoying. So if you comment in chat, don't expect to be seen. Because I need to switch between my monitors. I'll get like a thing set up later. So now that we have these, we need to make a way to create them. So I don't actually know how to spell instantiate. So I'm going to do something that I've wanted to do for a while and create my own instantiation function because I don't like the way instantiating works. Actually, I do. I just want it for fun because I know this is going to take me like 30 seconds. I'm just going to drag this into crap because that's where I put all the files I don't feel like knowing where to put. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a new C# script and call this create script. This is gonna be my script for creating things, because I don't actually know how creation works. I don't like the new way. I don't like the way instantiation works. So I'm gonna make a void create object. Okay, we're just gonna create this, and first off, and then we're gonna also put this in a namespace, or we could just make it static. Static void create object, that would be funner. And then I'm going to remove its staticness, and I'm actually going to put it in a namespace, because I like namespaces. I'm trying to learn how they work. We're going to make this a namespace. We're going to call this, like, it's the empirezcraft namespace, my friends. I made it. So this is now in the empirezcraft namespace. So if you're using empirezcraft, then you can use this function. So yeah, that's fine. I'm putting space there. So what is create object gonna take? First off, it's gonna need a game object. It's going to need a transform, spawn transform. It's going to need a quaternium, or it's just going to need a rotation. That's not a real thing, though. I don't know how to spell quaternium, so let's open up a new tab. Wait, let me go to Google. Google's better, but I use this to save the turtles. I really just lost all my subscribers. Let me make sure. I'm already at 13 subs, right? Oh my god, I'm already at 5 subscribers. Woo! 5 subs! Good, no one's in chat yet. You know, no one just look at my oh wait, no one can see my search history, and no one can see what I was just doing. This is what I was just typing, okay? And now I gotta go back here. I'm also trying to learn, what are quaterniums? Quaternium, it's a, yeah. Quaternium. That is not the quaternium that I'm looking for. Yeah, I think this is the unity rotation. Yeah, but I want to get this, like, what happens if I want to take a rotation in? Yeah, I have no idea how to do that, so we'll do that later. For now, we're not taking in rotation. So all we're going to do is instantiate the object and the spawn transform. At the spawn transform. And that should be our own create object function. Let's make this public. And let's go back into the Unity editor and switch to second monitor. No errors, my friends. So now we need to create in our animals, we're going to create a new script, and it's going to be called the animal spawner. So this will just spawn animals in randomly. It'll just drop them from the sky, and then it'll, yeah, it's just going to drop them from the sky and then set their rotation to 0. Okay, it's going to be beautiful. So the first thing we're going to need to be doing is using the empirezcraft namespace. And all we're going to need to do is a public peaceful animal called animal to spawn, and then animal to spawn and email to spawn. And then what I'm gonna need to do is make a public void spawn animals, and we're gonna run this in the start function. Oh no, wait, actually, we're gonna run this, and I need to add my thingamajigers, those. So what we're gonna run is we're gonna run create object. That's how you spell it. Create object, and we're going to use animal to spawn. And then we're going to set, I'm just going to write here a random transform. So basically what I'm going to need to do is make a transform called spawn transform. And what we're going to then do is we're going to run spawn transform. And we're also going to set this equal to spawn transform is equal to a new transform, and it's going to be a random dot range from 0 to 10, 100 random dot range of a 0 to 10, and then yeah, we just plug in spawn transform, and I wasn't even having my monitor showing. Oh my god, I'm on stream setting up these keys. Oh good, I only have one viewer. Oh yay, that's fun. I actually have a viewer though. So I'm just gonna set up my keys really quickly. Don't worry. Hotkeys. Show monitor. Switch to scene. We'll make it Q. Q and R. Done. Okay, so I set this up so I can go Q, and that doesn't work. Q, it doesn't work. Okay, I'll just have to switch manually from now on. So yeah, let's save this, go back into Unity, and I'm getting errors. So spawn transform does not exist in the current context. Line 13, yes it does. It exists right here. I guess I'll declare it up here. It's a transform called spawn transform. Does that get rid of this error? Random. Transform is not a constructor that takes 3 arguments. It should. And the name create object does not exist in the current context. At line 14, yes it does. I made it right here. It's a function. It should get called like any other function. Oh my god, I don't get this. Why can't I create my own function? It's not fair. Can I call it, like, I don't get this. It exists. It's saying that create object right here doesn't exist. When I called it, we're using the empirezcraft namespace. Am I supposed to use empirezcraft.that? And now my key codes decide to work. I want to get a stream deck, but they're like $200. I'm removing those key codes I made. They don't work. Well, they do work, but they're stupid. Key code, hotkeys, and minus, done. So, I mean, we are empirezcraft.create object. Create script.create object. That's gonna call it, isn't it? It's gonna call it, but I want this to be something publicly available to every script. Ooh. I want this to work on every script. I want to be able to say, I'm using the empirezcraft namespace, so now let me call create object. But I don't know how to do that, so I'm not going to do it. And instead, we're just going to put it, and we're just going to have to type in this. Create script. Now what, we're just going to use instantiation. Yay, it didn't give me my errors back. Spawn transform does exist. And transform does take 3 arguments. How do I fix this? If only I had a following on this site. Oh my god, I wish I just had a following. And I almost lost Streamlabs there. So, I have no idea how to set this. This isn't gonna work. we basically just need to instantiate an object. Oh, this is confusing. We need to instantiate this, and we need to make this set to a new transform. Maybe it only takes 2 arguments. Oh, it only takes, nope. How many arguments can transform take? Like what? Set a transform equal to something. That's my live stream. I want this open over it. Okay. Set a transform to something, to something unity. Transform dot position equals a transform. Oh, I gotta set it equal to a new vector 3. Vector 3. We did it, gamers. And nope. That didn't work. Oh, dot position. Dot position. Does that work? That better work. And it works. That's fun. I like that working. I like things when they work. Boom! Transform dot position. So we should be randomly instantiating an object at some random thing. I mean, I'm gonna make this public. I just want to see where we're spawning. Oh yeah, we need to add it to somewhere. So I'm also gonna delete these. These are useless and they're dumb and they're stupid. And we're just going to spawn in some cows for now. So we're going to need to create a new empty called animal spawner. And we're going to need to add animal. Oh my god, I'm really stupid. So I decided to name this animal spawner, like, with a space, which it doesn't work. Unity doesn't like that for some reason. I'll never know why. Boom. Peaceful animal. We're gonna spawn in some deer. And their transform will be set when we run spawn animals. So we're gonna make a button for that, and I'm just gonna put it like right there. So let me add it to the main UI. Oh yeah, let me switch over to this monitor. Main UI. Let's just add a test object. So this will be test. This will get disabled on builds I'm eventually gonna do. So I'm going to check if we're in the Unity editor, it'll do all that stuff, and if we're not, else it's just going to disable everything. So I think I'm going to have stuff that's only available in the Unity editor through UI. I think that's going to be fun. So, we're going to add a button. It's going to be a cool button. Reset. I don't know where this button is. Where is this button? Why is it back here and not showing up in the game view? There is a canvas there. Where is this button? I see it right down there, right? Did I see it? I saw it. I'm very intellectual. And boom. I also managed to drag out the scene view. I don't care about any of that stuff. Game view, and it's still not showing the test button. It better just be the button that's broken. UI and create UI and button. And it's just that that's broken. It's right here, Unity. Is it the canvas that's not showing stuff? Cool. We're creating a new canvas. I guess it's the canvas that's broken. Delete UI, create a canvas, and then create under it a button, and the button is still not there. Yeah, the button's supposed to be there. Now, why does the button not happen to be straight in the middle of my UI? Should I drag it up above inventory canvas? Maybe it'll be there in the normal game. Oh, it's there in the normal game. Okay. I guess inventory canvas is getting overlaid over everything. So we're going to actually add it to stats. No, we're not. We're going to make it right above stats. So that's why I could see it on the very bottom of the screen. So I'm going to have to adjust the button here. That's going to be fun. We're just going to set this back to, or just going to set that to 100 actually. Not back to 100 or anything. Yeah. Boom. Look at that. I'm actually going to put it over here so I can click it when I have the inventory enabled. I think that's going to be great. So when I click this, I want this to spawn things in. And we're just going to drag over animal spawner. I also had it on the side view the entire time on purpose. Yes. Oh, yeah. Spawn animals. Let's go to the game view, switch over to main monitor, and do we get this to work the first time? And I didn't declare it. We're gonna need a place to spawn them. Okay, I got a place to spawn them. I got an error, by the way. When we press this button, do we have something spawning up in the sky? No, we didn't have something spawn. That's fun. Why didn't we have something spawn? Honestly. We set the spawn position. Now, what happens if I, do this? I'm not going to delete that piece of code. And we're just going to type a vector 3 of... We're going to instead replace this with a vector 3 and call it and make spawn transform equal to that. Will that work? Spawn transform does not exist in the current context. Where is that? At line 12? Yes, it does. I made it. And line 14 doesn't like it either. That. Wait, is there a limit to the size that I can have? No. That is the name of our variable, my friends. And we're going to set that equal to a new vector 3. Okay, spawn transform. Oh, wait. It was there that I was getting the error. Oops. It didn't work. Instantiate something. Oh my god, why can't I instantiate it? We should be instantiating it. Does that work? No. I still won't get why this won't work. Escape. Button press. We're getting a random position, but then we're not instantiating the correct object. We should be instantiating animal to spawn dot. What do we have over there? Animal model. I don't know why Unity didn't pick that up. And I really hope no one called me stupid in chat for not realizing that. Yeah, no one did. It's not like I was gonna get viewers. Yeah, I'm not getting viewers. I'm not that special. Okay, so this should now instantiate the spawn object. And now my game's freezing. We just won't question why it's happening. Something is lagging. What did this line of code do? That line of code breaks something. What? Why does that line of code break something? I don't get it. And I'll never get it. It's confusing. And I'm just going to pick up stuff and hope that maybe for some reason it was my broken code. It's got to be my broken code. Can it, like, not get the animal objects? Cow. We're going to spawn the cow now. And let's uncomment that line of code. I don't know why that does anything though, because I mean, I don't even think I'm struggling to explain why that happens. Because I don't know myself. When we click, we run spawn animals. Okay, we're not spawned. Button. It's still not spawning them in. Why aren't we running this? Are we not running this line of code? Like, what's happening? At this point, I just want to get something spawning. That's the create animal. Peaceful animal. Okay. Let's just instantiate, like, a game object. I mean, let's try that. Maybe that'll work. Maybe it's something with the game object I'm currently instantiating. I don't know. I'll never know. Cow isn't in the scene. Okay, let's try instantiating the cow model. It's making them children of it. Was that happening before? I gotta make sure that was happening before. Oh, I forgot to set the value. Let's spawn in some deer. Okay, so for some reason it's spawning them in as a child, but I don't care. We got deer. Okay, now let's get those deer on with rigid bodies. Okay, let me just switch back to the second monitor. Let's get those deers. Let's get them in deers with our rigid bodies. Let's go to the animals. Let's go to the animal prefabs. Let's give these men rigid bodies. Do I care? Absolutely not. And this is once again going to give me an error. A rigid body, do I care? What the heck is that? Well, let's make sure that works now. And now they'll fall. And then I'll constrain their rotation. And yes! We have a bunch of falling deer. Wow, those are some pretty cool deer. I think these are the deers. These better be the deers. Okay, so let's give the deers health. So I made a combat system a little while ago, but I don't actually know how it works. Oh, wait, I just noticed you guys weren't watching that. Okay, let me switch back to the main monitor. And let's just drop them, and look at that. Those are some deers falling from the sky. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put them, like, right above where the mountains will spawn, and then I'm actually going to use, like, a strategy to, like, drop them. And once they on-drop, I'm going to unset their rotation. So, or instantiate a different object at their position. I'm going to use something to spawn in on things. So, there we go. We have animals spawning in the sky. So, the next thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to want to give them health so you can kill them and get their stuff. Because there's no way to eat in the game, but you can't eat the food that you get from them. Currently, if I actually just load up the build of the game, this is the current build that will be released of the game. I know, it's so good. New game, new world. Look at this! It's a procedural terrain generator with placement. I'm not in the Unity editor right now. Look at this! There's no tab! I know, it's really ugly without the tab. I can't stand it myself. These don't even have textures. So, yeah. There's even some water pooled right here. I don't get why there's water pooled right there. But look at that. Food. Yes. Sword. That. Boom, boom, boom. Climbing over this terrain. I don't like the terrain generation currently. I'm gonna fix it up later. I tell myself. Some pretty cool terrain generation. Yes. The terrain. Okay, let's quit the game. Yes. We gotta quit like that, because you can't even quit in the normal way. I want to get some work done on the skill tree now, because we've got instantiating objects. Let's get some work done on the skill tree. So, I have this right here. This is my tab. I'm gonna make a second tab that won't actually do anything. So, let's go over here. Skill tree. That's the skill tree stuff. Let's, in the UI, make us a skill tree. Make it underneath the inventory canvas. Let's make ourselves some good old center tabs. Create an empty. Ooh, yeah, you guys aren't looking at this. Ooh, yeah, look at some good old, center tabs. Tabs. Ooh, yeah, tabs in the center. Let's create some UI, and let's create a button. So this will be the start of the skill tray. We'll start right there. It'll be 100 by 100. And, yeah, look at that. Isn't that pretty cool? That is pretty cool. That is a pretty cool button, I say. Look at that. So, yeah, that's fun. And, we're just gonna get this to say, upgrade of gods. We all start somewhere. This will increase strength +1. Oh, no, wait. I'm actually going to make it on hover. When you hover over these buttons. So, on mouse over. I'm going to check when the mouse goes over this. So, yeah. It's going to be pretty cool. Can I check that, though? Mouse hover. Tooltip. Tooltip. I'm giving it a script called tooltip. Yeah. Let's make a tooltip. What? Don't care, Unity. That's create script. I want a tooltip. And all this is going to do is make a void on mouse over we're just going to debug log hello that. Oh wait, that we're just gonna write this, and we're gonna make sure this works. And if this doesn't work, I'm gonna see how to check when the person hovers over UI. I mean, if we look on the buttons, yay. If we check here, we can check when we highlight it. I really wish I could edit the Unity button script, because I just want to see how it works. Oh, I can. I feel very stupid. So, oh wait, can I? I have the Unity button script. I'm very cool. Look at this! I have the Unity. This is probably something everyone's figured out how to do, but I am just figuring out how to do now. Wow, that seems like a lot of code that they aren't using. Cool, now I want to see how rigid bodies work. Oh yeah, look at that. What's a thing that I'm 100% sure is a rigid body? Let's give it to animal spawn. Rigid body. What? That's a really interesting script today. Why am I not allowed to edit rigid body? I want to edit rigid body. I'm not allowed to. I feel like discrimination is taking place on these grounds. Okay, that's sad. I can't edit rigid body. I wish I could just see what it's like. I just want to see what the script's like, Unity. Okay, that was fun while that lasted. Let's now close button.cs before we break some stuff. Okay, now let's check when we hover over this. Does it make sound? Does it debug? And it doesn't do it. Okay, time to look it up. That is the live stream. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. How to Google. How to check when hovering on UI Unity. Detect mouse over for UI canvas. Okay. In my 2D game, there's an inventory, 20 inventory slots drawn in a UI canvas. It displayed /hidden. I'm trying to add some menu functionality where you click on an item slot. Okay, whatever. So we should be using I don't get most of this. Void on pointer click, print I was clicked. Void on drag, I'm being dragged. Void on pointer enter. Let's see, let's just use that. Whatever this means. Oh yeah, look at this. We're using other Unity stuff. And then that's the stream. And let's just drag over this. And then replace it with that. So I don't know what this will do, but it'll print I was clicked. I don't know how to detect hovering though, which is really stupid. Okay. Let's hope this works and doesn't break Unity. I want to check when we hover over this, so I want to display a UI box saying what it has. Click, 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 click. I feel saddened. I don't know how to check when I'm hovering over UI, so it won't work and nothing will happen. Oh, I got an idea. So why don't, when you click on it, it'll open up like a little tab up here saying what it'll do, and then you can click to upgrade with it. That is genius. Let me make sure people, is my stream broken? On me. Like a little tab up here saying my stream's not broken. That's fun. Okay, so I want to make sure that works. So basically, we're going to check. Absolutely not all. This is stupid. I don't like it. I'm probably never going to use this stuff. Actually, no, that can be good to check when something goes over on the mouse. Oh, wow, I have a person watching me. That means I'm special. What did I want to do again? Oh, yeah, we wanted to check. When we click on this, on mouse down, when we click, we're going to want to set on the button over here. First off, I'm going to set some colors. Normal color, the same color as the UI. Except a bit lighter. A bit lighter. And other color, same color as UI. On hover, but a bit lighter. Like a bit lighter. Yeah, look at that. Pressed color, exact same thing as the hovered color. And selected color, same thing. Disabled color, same thing but lighter. Visualize. I don't know what that means. Okay, on click. We're going to handle tooltip. No, we're also going to rename this to like show information. And you can put this on a different game object. Show information. So in show information, I'm going to basically say, we're basically going to we're going to need a public game object called tooltip UI, and that's I didn't want to put those there. I don't know what those do. So we're gonna need to set the tooltip UI game object to active. So yeah, now tooltip UI is not going to be different. So then we're going to set. Then you're also going to need a public game. We're going to need a public, what is it called? It's going to give me an error because I didn't type in something. I'm going to go into scripts. Skill tree script. I don't know what any of these do anymore. Time to look at these. Okay, so this one is the skill tree script. Oh yeah, this one handles all that stuff. First off, why does this use buttons? I mean list. You should be using arrays. Arrays are better. And why do I write it equals a new list of buttons? Like what? I look at all this old code. I copied this from a tutorial. Well, no, the making of lists. Like it's so much easier. I know I could just do like a public list buttons IDK bada bing bada boom. That's it. But I did this. And I even showed that off in my tutorial because I was literally copying code from the tutorial. Okay, so this increases the stats. Okay, this is the one we need. Public skill tree script. Skill tree script. Skill tree. There we go. We got a public skill tree script. Skill tree. So this is, you drag this in. So this is going to search, and it's going to, so yeah, I also don't know what to use. Okay, so in tooltip, show information, it's called show. So then we're going to make a void on open. Open, and we're going to make a void on close. On open. So then we're going to set tooltip UI I'm just gonna make on click. That's gonna be better. On click. We're gonna make tooltip UI dot set active. Oh wait, I'm gonna make an if check in here, and I don't like making if checks all of a sudden. Oh yeah, so I was watching a Sebastian Lake tutorial, and he says that one of his old videos, one of his old things, I'm trying to focus on programming. So he says one of his old things is it has a bunch of else if logic. So I just made a quick comment saying, okay, this dude's yandere dev basically, because yandere dev uses if else statements exclusively. Else if I've never knew about else if statements before yandere dev. Can set active. Tooltip UI dot set active false, and then make it can set active equal true. Minus equal 1. Bada bing, bada boom. Can set active plus equals 1. So this will just check on click. Okay, what's this? Okay, do that. Bada bing, bada boom. Set some stuff active, and then I'm gonna run set text. Set text. This is gonna be a nice, good old function. It's gonna be a void. I don't even know why I wrote it like set text. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna actually delete this now because I don't care about it. I'm not gonna use it. We're just going to set the tooltip UI active to true, and then we're going to set the text in the tooltip UI equal to the stats and the skill tree. So we're basically going to make, oh yeah, tooltip UI. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm really stupid. Yeah. Boom, show information. Copy this. Okay, Unity, come on, compile for me. Unity takes way too long to compile, and it makes me mad. I don't like it. It's so annoying. Okay, button. Okay, so I'm gonna need the tooltip UI. So, that's gonna be fun. I don't even need to make that under main UI, but I mean under inventory canvas. I don't know what I just did, and I'm gonna undo it now. So that I'm going to make a canvas, and call it tooltip UI. Tooltip UI. So this is now going to this is only going to have an image right here that is going to be located in the center. I'm going to make it really big. And really tall. And then I'm going to set its color equal to that. But then I'm going to make it a bit lighter and darker. I don't know why I'm making it lighter. Oh yeah, that means that things you can see through it. So when you click on this will be the tooltip UI, and all this this will be background. That's not going to look nice. So, bada bing, bada boom, there's that. Yeah. And then I'm going to put some a text there. So, we're going to have some UI, and we're going to have a bit of text mesh pro text. So, this will be strength increase. No, wait, this will be name. This will be like name. So, we're going to set all these values in script. Maybe instead I should use like my own custom script that'll set all those values. But I'm too lazy. I don't know how to do this. basically what I need to do is we need to basically get the tooltip UI, and we need to then read the values. So then we're going to get some public text things. So we're also going to, oh no wait, we're just going to make this, yeah, just public text. And then this is going to be, oh no wait, this is going to be text, mesh pro text UU, and this is going to be name, and then I'm just going to copy, Control-C, so no, up here, boom, and we're also going to not be using this anymore, we're going to be using TM Pro, and then we're just going to be setting this, what did I want to do? I want to make this equal to strength, defense, and health. That's it, right? I don't actually remember stamina. I don't remember my own stats. I forgot what stat I removed from there. I think it was not strength. Damage. It's also called damage. This is just called damage. I might rename it to strength. Damage. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get some text up in there. So this is going to be the name. It's actually going to be some really long boy text. That just moves that. It's going to be a bit of a long boy text going right up there. No, I'm just going to set that to normal. Might even increase the size of it. 300, 100, pivot points, I don't know what those mean. We're just going to set the font size up a bit, up to like 40 now. So this is going to say the text thing, and I'm going to go into the scene view really quickly and just make this like that big. And I'm going to make it go down all the way so it can expand. So if I ever have a really long name, so we can make this say A forever. It'd be fun. This is fun. I'm enjoying myself. Okay, it's just going to say name. I'm going to rename it to name. So this is going to go down. This is going to be strength. And we're just going to set the strength value for now. I'm also, just for looks, going to come here, and I'm just going to set another value like that. It's going to go like that. Then I'm going to bold it, because I feel like it now. Boom. Isn't that pretty cool? We got that thing. So this is going to be strength, which temporarily equals 0. Oh yeah, I also got to get a nice text color. Let me create a gradient. Creating a gradient, because I feel like creating a gradient, and no one's stopping me from creating a gradient. Text Mesh Pro, I want to create a gradient, color gradient. These are just scriptable objects. I noticed that. Well, color. I'm just naming it new TM. Yeah, we're going to rename it to color. Color. We are then going to set this to like a red, and yeah, that's going to be cool. Okay. Text. You both want color gradients. Horizontal gradient, vertical gradient, single gradient. What the heck does that do? Four corners gradient. And these all become white. Well, no, we just make one white. And then we stop you from getting that color, and instead we just make you black. Boop. Black. You just become black. And no color gradient for you. Okay, so now I got color gradients on the ones that I want to have color gradients. So I'm going to make this flow from like a gray It's gonna flow to like a darker gray, a bit of a darker gray. And then it's gonna flow to like an even darker gray. And over here is gonna be a really light gray. I mean, an even like a light mixture gray. So it'll be like that. It's just kind of like a nice little metallic touch. And name does not have this gradient. That makes me very sad. It wants the gradient. There we go. We have the strength. Okay. So I'm minimizing tab left and right here. So next thing we want to do is if we can set that, we're going to set the UI to active. And then we're also going to want to set name equal to, now we're going to want to make a button. Oh my god, I want to get it on this. So you're going to need to, okay, let me go back here. Tooltip UI. That's the tooltip UI. Well, right now we're currently within the center tabs and button. Button currently has it. So we're going to name is equal to this dot get, we're going to set name dot text is equal to this dot get component. We're going to get the button component, and we are going to get the button component dot transform dot, oh no wait, we can't do this. We're gonna set this equal to public name text, public text, name text is equal to name text dot text is equal to name text dot text. It's a text object. I created a normal text mesh pro. I don't like using Unity Engine.ui. It's really stupid. It's not stupid. I like it. It's fun. I really wish though they could just include everything in the base namespace, but maybe there's a reason why. I mean, I'm not the best game engine dev. The only thing we currently need is name. Oh yeah, look at that. Boom, name. We're going to want the game object of tooltip UI. That's tooltip UI. We're going to want the skill tree script. We don't actually currently have a skill tree script enabled. So instead, I opened up my thing. Okay, let me just switch my monitors to show the side view that I've been neglecting for so long. Side view. Okay. So back in the button. Oh yeah, I'm going to add an on click. We're going to look inside this button. We're going to go into the show information, and we are going to call this should be a public void on click. Bada bing, bada boom, checking a public void on click. Oh! Show information on click. So, boom. We're going to take this. We're going to need name text. That'll be name text. No, that won't. Well, that's name. Yeah, and then that's the text. So let's try that by setting tooltip UI on active. And hope this works. If name is equal to we all start somewhere, I have succeeded. I have succeeded. I am the best game developer ever. But why did it do that? Why did name do that? It's all fine, but it just like tabbed. Oh, because there enters there. That's smart. That's stupid. So because of the enters, it's not gonna work. Okay. We all start somewhere. I can't have enters. We all start somewhere. Let's try that. Actually, I can probably do this if I just make sure I'm on the text. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. I finally learned how to use those. Boom. And if we just... Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that. I like that. Move it back into the center. Like that. And that looks about the same. Okay, so now it should work because it's on the same line. And we'll start somewhere. Straight, yes, we got it. We got it. So now I'm going to need to make this into a skill tray. Yes, I've been streaming for over an hour at this point. I'm just talking to myself now. Okay. Upgrade 1. Upgrade 1. Don't worry, I still know how to use the skill tray. Let me just make sure I know how to use it. It's not that hard. Yeah, we gotta give it the skill tree script. I've been going for so long without water. I should probably get water. But I'm lazy. Skill tree script. You get that. Stat, player stats. Yes. Skill points. This is fun. This button. First off, I'm just going to make a copy of it. This button. Other button. Is final. Needed skill points. 5. We need 5 skill points. This is a very good upgrade. Stat stuff. Let's set this to 2. No, we're only going to give 1 stat currently, which is damage. And that will be 5. 5 damage increase. You know what? I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go grab myself a cup of water. I'm very thirsty. Yes. I'm back. Okay. So let's make sure this works. We're going to need to cheat in some skill points. Let me actually unpause the game. Oh, yeah. Main monitor. We're going back to the main monitor, my friends. Back to the main. I've probably been messing up this entire thing. Okay. Let's go to stats. Stats has the skill things. Boom, 1,000 skill points. I only gave myself, what? Oh, it sets it to 0 at the beginning of the game. I remembered that. Look at, boom. We're not running the check. We're not checking it. It isn't working. I'm really dumb. I'm not doing any of this right. Why do we use the button game object again? We need to go like upgrade 1. Oh yeah, increase stat. I forgot to add it when you click the button. Wow, I just started live streaming 69 and boom! I don't have the required skill points. Okay. What do I need to do? Yeah, I need to give myself 1,000 skill points. This is always annoying whenever I need to check things, so I need to get a way to get skill points in the game. So, yeah, but for now, it's just fine to cheat them in. And skill point upgrade. It isn't working. I know how my own stuff works. Okay. What we should be doing when we clicking is running increase stats. Why aren't we doing that? Is it because we're pressing the other button, I'm guessing? Yes, that works. We're pressing the other button, which should now still bring up the UI. Okay. So I don't know why I spent so long making... Okay, so now we should be able to quickly cheat in. I should add a key code to cheat in stuff. I want to make a cheat console eventually. So, fear not. I'm here with 1,000 skill points. And, I just removed 10 of them somehow. I just won't question how that happened. I will now. If I increase by 1. Okay, look at that. Boom. And we should be increasing by 1. So I can't upgrade. I'm finding an error with my old flawless system. I mean, it's probably flawed after not knowing how to use it. So that just removed 6 skill points from me. 6? Why did that remove 6 skill points? Upgrade. I mean, look at this. Increase the defense stat. Is it running it by the needed skill points? What happens if I uncheck it to find them? Shouldn't it set the needed skill points by the stats that it's increasing? Okay. First off, I'm going to need to give myself a few skill points. And I should be giving that. And that gives me 2, because 2 skill points are needed. Okay. So what's it doing that's making it run multiple times? Okay, we're getting to the bottom of this. Does it need 2 things? Honestly, does it need like 2 things? Is this an issue with my system? Center tabs, this button under upgrade 1. So is it only adding them? Is it adding it? So it adds it. So it's not an error with my system. It's an error with my system. We're gonna fix that. Skill points. Where do we? That's just the skill point stuff. It's so weird. I don't know how any of this works. Like currently, actually now I know how it works. Basically, this is our increases. We check the type of increase, and then we increase by. Buttons, that stuff. I don't know what any of this does. Blah, blah, blah. Needed skill points. The first thing we're going to do at the start of the game is set needed skill points equal to 0. Now that should perfect my flawless system. Let's set it to a lot of skill points needed. And increase by 1. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't have the proper skill points currently. So instead, okay, so let's now make the values go correctly. That'll be best. But we got some of the values working. Where's my show information script? Tooltip UI.set active true. Name text.text equals name text.text. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need to now run is a for loop. For int I, which will equal to 0, I over something dot length skill tree dot what is it called again? And it's gonna be dot count. Skill tree script, skill tree dot stat stuff. Stat stuff dot count. I plus plus. Okay, so now we got that. We're basically going to check if skill tree dot stat stuff I dot not dot count dot skill tree dot stat type equals damage, then we're going to make an int here called int damage amount. Called damage amount. We're gonna set it equal, and then we're gonna set damage amount plus equals 1, and then we are also, and then on click the last thing we're going to do right here is we're going to set damage dot text is equal to damage amount dot to string. I think that's it. I don't know what to string. Damage does not exist in the current context. That's fun. Okay, operator cannot be applied. Line 25. Oh, I know how to fix that one. So line 25 equals if it equals damage. And what line is that still on? 25. Equals type of increases dot damage. Yay, type of increase, skill tree dot type of increases. Stat stuff I dot type of increases. Skill tree I. Skill tree dot stat stuff dot type of increases. This is confusing. How do I do it in here? And then we just shove a skill tree in front of it. Okay, in case increases dot. Oh, I don't even need to shove a thing there. We just need to shove the name of it there. You know, these are so confusing. It's supposed to be stat stuff dot increases. This is confusing me. I'm not enjoying this. Let me move this there. Okay, I'm literally going to copy the code I use. Right there. I'm copying it. I am pasting it. And then I'm setting it, and then I'm putting a skill tree right in front of it. It still doesn't work. What? We're checking if stat type increases cannot reference a type through an expression. What does that mean? This is confusing. I don't like this. We should literally... Okay. We should check if stat type is equal to It's gonna say can't and was one bool. This is confusing. I don't like it. Should we set like an enum that it can read to on that current loop? Maybe? I don't know. I'm confused. I don't get this. It's increases dot type of damage. Increases. Right there. I don't know what this means. I don't know what any of this means. This is confusing. Just want to drink water. Okay. This should be our switch statement. This is the switch statement I used before. Okay. So basically we check increases dot type of increase dot defense. Why can't I shove a skill tree in front of it? We're checking damage. Okay. We basically gotta check. We're using, you know what, guys? I have an idea. This is such a nice switch statement. I love it. So beautiful. So beautiful. I'm just commenting out the code I currently don't want. I just want this. Oh yeah, and then we gotta do skill tree dot this. Skill tree dot that. Yeah, I think I know why that didn't work. Skill tree dot increases. And close this weird tab that I accidentally opened up. I feel like so many people would wonder why I use such a weird text editor that no one's ever heard of before. But I like this text editor. It's a good text editor. It's called Atom, if you're wondering, if you're watching this. I really enjoy using it. Okay, let's check if that worked. Nope. Didn't. Everything is on line 25. Well, no, it goes on 30 later. Okay. Skill tree, dot stat stuff, dot count, dot stat type. What? Stat stuff? Skill tree? Skill tree does exist, though. And we're checking skill tree dot stat stuff. It does exist. Is it not saved? I'm guessing I forgot to save it. Okay, the name J does not exist in the current... Oh, wait, I don't need that code. We just need to do damage amount plus equals 1. That'll work. Boom. The name J does not exist. Dot stat type. And it still doesn't work. Huh? Increases cannot reference a type through an try skill tree script. Dot increases. If this doesn't work, Unity, you've lied to me. I think it worked, though. It actually worked, guys. I did it. I've done it. I've tamed it. Let's get the correct damage amount. The damage should be 1. This isn't going to work. I don't even know how half the code works. And it didn't work because I forgot to set the thing. And we're going to just want that skill tree script. And we are also going to want the damage text. That would be very much nice. That will be the damage text. This is damage. This has got to be strength. So we've almost got it. It's at the point currently where it's like very easily expanded onwards. Cleared and boom. It was 0. Am I not increasing? We're making a public damage amount. I mean, if we go into upgrade 1, it gives me 1 damage. It should give me 1 damage. Wrong one. And then I'll adjust the value to look nicer. And 1. We actually got it saying what it does. damage like that. So that should look nicer now. Should actually look really nice. So this is going to be a pretty cool system. So I'll just create it, and then I'll plug in a few values on the button, and then boom. We all start somewhere. That's the name. In damage. I just have this all working through code. Let's set it up for defense next. So we're going to set we all start somewhere just to nothing right now. I even gave it a cool name. The other ones just said what they did. And then I'm going to make you need to confirm it. We're just going to give it 3 types. Damage, defense, stamina. They all increase by 1. Because I feel like it. And then we are literally just going to uncomment. We're going to uncomment damage. And instead, we are going to make 3 more ints. And they're all going to be on public, because I don't want to see these ints. I just forgot to do something earlier. I forgot to increase the amount. And we are then going to also uncomment you. And instead, we are just going to take this line of code. Yeah, yeet. Yeah, yeet. This is going to become defense amount. And this is going to become stamina amount. And we're just going to then copy that. And copy that. And paste it. I pasted it. Just shove a bit of a skill tree. Boom. 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 That should set all those things up. I'm just going to re-enable Tooltip UI for a minute. Boom. Tooltip UI should be re-enabled. Ooh, look at that. I can move this canvas. That's pretty cool. Okay, so what do I need to add damage. Boom. This will be defense, which will equal 0. Defense. And then we're going to Control CV, and we're going to make stamina. And yes, this will be also cool for when I add new stats in the future. Those will be cool. So it'll say what stats it gets increased by. And then I'm also going to add a nice UI, and we're going to add a nice good old button right down in there. And this button will be the buy upgrade button. It'll be 150 by 150. Bit of a bigger button. But actually, no, it'll be like 100. Maybe 75, maybe 50. I like 50. So this will be the confirm button. Yeah, this button will be a good old, yeah, that color. It'll be that color for every single thing, because the second you click this, it'll immediately disactivate this UI. Immediate disactivation. Okay, so it's going to do 2 things. It's going to get rid of this, and then it's going to get rid of... Okay, so we're going to set this, set active bool false. And then we're also going to set this UI false active false. And then I'm going to make something under it that just says bot. So I'm actually going to copy the button and drag it over here. And instead just make it like a red that just says bot. Oh, no, wait. It's going to be like a green because it's, you know, nice. You bought it. You got that upgrade. You upgraded there, my friend. We're really making some upgrades to my good old skill tree script. So if I just get rid of you, this is now going to be green. So that'll look cool. This one will do absolutely nothing. It won't even give you visual feedback. Well, this one will say bye. This one will say bot. And it's, yeah. Bot. So there's that. That's cool. Okay, so what did I need to do again? Oh yeah, we needed to check this. Boom. So now when we click on this, we should get all values at 1. We should need 3 to buy it. And when we buy it, when we click that, it just says bought. Look at that! Boom! We bought it. We bought this. Okay, this isn't working. Oh, they're all set to I'm now realizing I set all these to damn it. No, these are all set to defense. Oh, we're never upgrading this. Oh, and it's all the same text objects. So this is going to be defense. It's going to be defense amount, .toString, and this will be stamina amount, and this will be stamina amount, .toString. Go over here. I just got to make a few finishing upgrades, and this should be a pretty promising system. It's thundering outside my house. Just saying. So yeah, it's thundering. I don't care. Boom, and we just need to apply our text. I should apply our text. Boom. And let's hope this works, because I really want this to work. I gotta remove that button. That was a debug button. And it just makes it all on the same line. Defense, stamina. Okay, what did I do wrong? Damage, defense, and stamina. If we set this UI to active, this UI do be looking kind of cool. So this will be setting damage. Oh, they're all affecting the same text. Defense. Stamina. There we go. That should be fun. That will be cool. I'm liking that. Let me make sure that didn't break everything, because I know sometimes those types of things break things. No, that didn't. And they all have the right text. Let's hope this works. I God hope it works. And it works. Yes. And let me buy this. Oh, wait. I got to do the buy and confirm thing. Okay. First thing I got to do is you are no longer going to be increasing the stats, dude. Just going to be opening up the tooltip UI. That's all the buttons are going to do for them at this point. And instead, it's going to be the confirm button, the buying button, that will now run the upgrade. Boom. Game object, skill tree script, and increase stat. I got to do something to automate it. Maybe like set that button and set its on-click function. Maybe do something. I got to do something to automate it. Currently, there's got to be like a confirm, buy, and if we bought it, boom! I did it! But that won't work for a new upgrade. We're also we're just going to keep tooltip UI active, and I don't know why. There's this weird error. I feel like I saw it where everything increased to 2. That better not have been the case, though. And buy? No, not everything increased to 2. But I didn't have the correct stats. So how did it upgrade? Oh my God, I'm just going to remove that. That goes bye-bye. Upgrade 1. You go. Hi. Button. That's fun. I like that. So I think that's the basis of a pretty cool skill tree script. And nothing happens if we click on it without the correct stuff. And if we go over to stats, and now we click on it, we bought it. And everything increased by 1. But I don't remember how many skill points I gave me, so I'm going to give me 1,000 skill points. I have 1,000 skill points when the game's not running. Escape, and 1,000, and I, and escape, and boom. I couldn't click on it. We click on it. We don't buy anything, and then we buy stuff, and 3 skill points set in 3 upgrades, and that's the same thing. I'm cool. I'm going to end the live stream now because I finished my goal.